Do it again, buddy. Better bring to the friend zone. I never switched up for the family. Be talking to them, damn me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a doctor, she nasty. So they brush. My mama, she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but it's no chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, many something can stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A trip with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan me. Look at me now, gotta pop and get at me.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A nice carry by Harris, who had tougher sledding than in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steeler sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the 50, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montrevious Adams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Faking the give. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Now Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Pickett going to move his guys around.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Pickett. This is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What the fuck was that shit? What?
I think it's off his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Motherfucker was still running.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watson now to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Pickett now on first down. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Pickett on second down. Flushed out right. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. To the air on first down with Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Pickett sets up play action. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready up. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Dragon 60.
Now Pickett on 4th down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. The return from his end zone is Grant. A good return up past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA
coaching
Sports
staff
halftime
feverishly
report.
making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Montravius Adams, his 2nd sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Moore. And quickly, they get to the line. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Now a play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Harris running straight ahead. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Pickett back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Pickett right back to the air again. And his pass incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
He's got his hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they're going to speed things up here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Good one, able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Watson on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Felton is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll go down at the 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, Pickett. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That's going to be knocked away, and